And on this episode of Kimchi Rednecks, Mr. Grumpy had to take a trip. So that I don't have to keep cutting in with pictures of future editing Chuck, Chibi Chuck is going to pop in while I do little audio clips if I need to. So, here we go. I got tagged to have to go on a business trip. So, let's cut to that. So, I am at the airport. Enter some fantastic B-roll of being at Incheon Airport. Why am I at Incheon Airport? Because I got tagged to go to a training class. So I'm here way too early because there was one bus coming up here. Well, technically two, but I didn't want to get up at 6 a.m. So I get to sit here for the next 5 hours or so and wait for a plane. So I will update you guys when I get where I'm going, because this is the boring part and that'll be a little more fun. Alright, so just for a quick update, I've been sitting in this stupid airport for 4 or 5 hours now. I'm tired, I'm grumpy, my butt hurts from this chair, and I haven't even gotten on the plane yet. And this is going to be a grumpy business trip. I'm off the airplane finally. My butt is numb. But check this out. Palm trees. Alright, so I made it to my hotel room, which is, the room itself ain't that bad. The ground floor is under renovation, so it's all jacked up. But bed looks comfy at least. Alright, I've been in this hotel room for all of 10 minutes and I changed my mind. Other than the bed looking relatively soft, this place is non-copacetic. Let me explain why. So, first off, on the, the counter here they give you, no outlets. On the table over here, no outlets. I mean, there's some down there in the corner. Over here in the corner of the room, there's some outlets in here behind the thing, but no table, so you can't set your laptop up on it. There's some over there by the door, but again, nothing usable, really. The bathroom, the shower is so small you can barely turn around in it, and the door doesn't close all the way. It runs into the wall. Oh, and the water, apparently there's no hot water. I had it cranked like all the way up, like for like a full 5 minutes. It never got above like tepid, like tap water level. So I guess the only hot water coming in is what's being heated up by the pipes. This is just my luck. That night I discovered the door was an issue. Just look at how badly this thing is hung and how much light comes through the gap. Okay, so update from a day or two later. I know I was complaining about the bathroom before, but at least one good update. They did get my hot water fixed. I didn't actually complain about it or anything, but it was working today, so bonus. I love warm showers and not chilly ones. But one of the things that was irritating me was something about this room that I couldn't identify, and I finally figured it out. If you look at the line on the floor down here, this sink pedestal here is not lined up with the line in this tile that is disturbingly hard to focus your eyes on. So I was thinking about it. It's like, why is this out of whack? So I look up here at the wall. It's against the wall. The walls in this bathroom are not square. There's like a 4-inch difference in the tile between there and there. This room has been irritating me because it's not square. The tile and the sink pedestal are out of alignment. And it has been irritating the hell out of me, and I didn't know why. But there's an update for you. My hot water is working, so that's one off the list. But then whoever renovated this place, do they not know what a square is? I don't know. It just irritates me.
All right, everybody. Here we are in downtown Waikiki somewhere at the Princess Kowaluni Triangle. So I am going to try and find some ocean because I'm in Hawaii. Might as well. So check it out. I flew all the way to Hawaii to find a Korean truck. But I think I see a beach up this way. I just noticed that these two people in front of me here are totally wearing beach chairs. They're just like carrying them like backpacks. I don't know if that's a thing or not. All right, everybody, I found the beach. So there's a statue of
the Duke
with some leis, and I'm gonna wander out there and look at the water. All right, guys, I have found the ocean and the beach, palm trees, tropical breezes, all that good stuff. I will admit, the water's pretty out here. See, now I generally don't like to go to beaches because I grew up near one, and Myrtle Beach is a tourist trap with terrible sand. So I generally try to avoid beaches in general. But it is pretty, I'll give it that. Of course, you also have to worry about the weirdo beach bums. There's a guy over here talking to a pigeon about running a surfing school. I wish I was making that up. I'm gonna go find somewhere to eat.
I did not, in fact, find a place to eat for several hours. But that leads me to...
Alright, here we go. Ala Moana Mall. So, the dude I was talking to back over there said that this is just outside the resort zone, so the prices over here are actually cheaper than down by the beach. We're gonna go walk around and look at some stuff. So far, walking around looking at the little shops that I see on the first floor here. One, it's a mall, and two, it's a tourist trap. Everything's all, oh, buy your ukulele or your sunglasses or your aloha hat. So, you know, normal tourist stuff. Floor 2, my disappointment continues. Kate Spade, Bloomingdale's, Tag Heuer, however you say that, Neiman Marcus, Saks. This is all just department stores. Old Navy. Yep, I disappoint. Nothing interesting so far. Alright, so walking through the third floor of the Ala Moana shopping center here. And at least the third floor has the more normal price stores. You know, you got your Foot Locker, your Hot Topic, your Claire's, Lens Crafters, and all that. But I haven't found a single pet shop yet. What kind of mall has 3 floors and no pet shops? There's just something wrong with that. Anyway, so far the best thing about this place is the food court. I hadn't found a restaurant that didn't chain of some sort. I are depressed and disappointed. So I'm gonna do a little more looking to see if I can find a pet shop or not to get something for the doggy dogs. And then I might just go back to my hotel room. Blah. All right, everyone. It has been a couple days since my depressing visit to the Ala Mall. And I found out that there is a international market and a Waikiki market within about a block and a half of my hotel. So, since people will probably be upset if I come home with no souvenirs, I am going to check out one or both of these little malls and see if I can find anything interesting. And here we are. International Marketplace. Alright, well, the first floor is apparently the food hall. So, I think we're going to have to go to the second floor to find any stores. So, scratch that, I was wrong about that. If you get around that first corner where the food court is, there is apparently quite a bit of stuff in here. So, I am still looking for that pet store. Hey, I found a surf shop. First one I've seen so far, actually, I think. It's a nice open air mall, though. You got that nice tropical breeze coming through, and that's pretty good. Poke bowls. Too bad I don't eat seafood. But there is a Pacific Harley Davidson up here. I may stop in there and see what they got for some shirts.
It was at this point that my camera gave out on me.
Alright everybody, quick update because my camera malfunctioned for some reason. I finally found a store to buy some stuff. So, that Harley Davidson shop, they wanted $96 for a Harley shirt. What the wonky hell? Wow. Anyway, so they got some stores around here called ABC stores, which is really weird because where I'm from in the South, ABC store is a liquor store. But apparently out here it's like a beach store. We got some t-shirts for some friends. I got me some Hawaiian shirts to wear to work so I can be all flowery and stuff. And I still have not found a pet store or even a store that carries pet stuff, which is not good for my dogs. They're going to be upset if they don't get something. Anyway, I switched over to my iPhone when I realized that this camera wasn't working, so I will flip over to that so you can see what I had for dinner. Alright, so I found a place to stop and get some food. Mexican! I forgot I hadn't had Mexican while I was here back in the States. Let me find a sign here. There we go. La Pina. Tequila and tacos. So, I'm gonna get me some Mexican food. Alright, so first up, there's some elote. Street corn. That's good. A little spicy, a little corny, a little limey. Cheese. And to go with that, we have some birria tacos. Oh yeah. A little spicy. A little cilantro mixed in with the onion and the cheese. I'm not a huge fan of cilantro, but it worked. So, if you want some Mexican food and you're in Waikiki, Albania is a pretty good choice. Now I'm going to eat my dinner. Alright guys, it's my last evening here, so I'm getting something else for dinner. We're at a bonsai burger. And I ordered a mess of stuff that looked pretty good. So, I'm going to wait on that to come out. We'll get that, and then maybe if I'm lucky on my timing, we'll get to see a little Waikiki sunset. Alright everybody, we got the bonsai local moco, which is gravy, rice, hamburger, and egg, and some sort of grilled onions. So that looks like it's going to be messy but good drunk food, and some burger sliders. Okay, yeah. Local moco is grade A drunk food. This would be excellent when you're hammered. It's good now. Nothing wrong with that at all. Try my little sliders. For nothing but a plain slider with cheese, that's good. Meat's got a good flavor to it, crisp nice. Bun's got butter on it. Good old American hardtack. So, I gotta eat this quick. Sunset's coming soon. Alright, we are back over by the statue of the Duke. And we're gonna walk out here and see if we can get some ocean views of the sunsets. So, I'm a little on the late side here. I think the sun's already gone over the horizon, so we don't get the full spread of their, reds and golds and purples, but it's still not bad.